students. Today we are going to start 12th standard physics, that is chapter number 1, electric charge and its field, विद्युत भार અને વિદ્યુત ક્ષેત્ર. So first of all, what is electric charge? Electric charge are of two types, that is positive electric charge and negative electric charge. ધન વિદ્યુત ભાર અને ઋણ વિદ્યુત ભાર. વિદ્યુત ભારને આપણે Q ચિહ્ન વડે દર્શાવીએ છીએ. Q is the symbol for the electric charge. Electric charge has its unit coulomb. So we know from 11th standard that coulomb is the unit which is named after a scientist. So we will write its unit in capital way. If you want to write the whole unit, whole spelling of the unit, then you should start it with small c, as its name starts, its symbol has been given after a scientist name. So positive and negative charges. So this charges has two type of nature, that is static nature or dynamic nature. So it is basically divided into two fields, that is electrostatistics and electrodynamics. So what is statistics? That is electrostatistics. Electrostatistics is a branch which deals with the study of forces, fields and potentials with respect to the static charges. So that is the field which studies about the force, field and potential of a static charge. Same way, there is another branch which is known as the electrodynamics. Electrodynamics deals with the charges in motion. So in this chapter we have to study about what are electric charges, what is its basic properties, and what are different ways in which one charge can be induced from one object to another object. So this Q charge of an electron E is given by the value 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is its unit. Now you all know that basically we have positive and negative two charges. Means positive and positive same like charges repel, and positive negative or negative positive unlike charges attract. બરાબર કે ધન ધન બે સમાન ચાર્જ હોય ઈ એકબીજાને અપા કરશે, અને વિરુદ્ધ ચાર્જ હોય ધન ઋણ અને ઋણ ધન તો તે એકબીજાને આકર્ષે છે. હવે તમે ઘટના જોઈ હશે, શિયાળાના સમયમાં જ્યારે આપણે રજાઈ કે રજાઈ ઓઢીએ ત્યારે આપણને તણખલા જેવું દેખાય. તો તે કઈ રીતે થાય છે? ધેટ ઇઝ ધ ઇન્ડક્શન ઓફ ધ ચાર્જીસ. જ્યારે કોઈ કાચના સળિયાને when we rub a glass rod with a silk cloth or a fur, then what happens? This we have to understand. How charges are induced from one object to another object, or how they are transferred. So this glass rod, if we rub this glass rod with a silk cloth, then this glass rod will have positive charges on it. So when a glass rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, it will gain positive charges. Same way, if plastic rod is rubbed with a silk cloth, then plastic rod will have negative charges on it. This is a glass rod. and this is a plastic rod. Now, if we bring two glass rods near each other, which are rubbed with a silk cloth, then they both will have positive charges on it and both glass rods will repel each other. Getting? And same way, when we rub a plastic rod with a silk cloth, then plastic rod will have negative charges accumulated over it. So when we bring same way rubbed plastic rod, another plastic rod with this plastic rod near to each other, then they will repel each other. So like charges repel and unlike charges attract. Positively charged glass rod, when it comes near to plastic rod which is negatively charged, then they both will attract each other. As how a body becomes positively and negatively charged. When any body accepts the electrons, then it becomes negatively charged, and when any body donates electrons, and so it becomes positively charged. This you might have studied in chemistry also. Now, the device which measures the electric charges is known as golden leaf electroscope. So, electroscope is a device which measures the electric charges. Electric charges can easily flow through conductors and they cannot flow through insulators. The example of conductors are metal, human and animal body, and earth. Insulators are like porcelain, glass, plastic, wood, etc. So they are the insulators. In conductors, the resistance is lowest and ideally it is said that it is equal to 0. But ideally when it is 0, it cannot be 0 practically. And insulators have infinite resistance, so no charges can flow through insulators, as their forbidden gap is also very large. This we will study in another chapter, semiconductors. Now, in our house, the wiring comes, right? So, positive and negative charges are there, right? But in our house, there are different type of electronic appliances like refrigerator, sandwich maker, TV, fridge, etc., which have the metal body, right? So we have earthing. We do earthing in our house to protect the appliances and protect ourselves from the short circuit or the leakage current. So when you have 3 pins, there are 2 live wires which is taken from the pole and one is the earthing. Now how this earthing is useful? This earthing is done because when there is any leakage, then there is no harm to the human and all the current is earth. So earthing are of basically 3 types, that is pipe earthing, plate earthing and pole earthing. In our domestic houses, small houses, we use pipe earthing. In factories and big buildings, there is plate earthing, and near the pole there is pole earthing, which is very much useful to us. So the current which is there is leakage, or if there is any short circuit, then all the extra current flows through the earthing wire and it protects us. This types of earthing is not in your syllabus, so just you need to know that there are these 3 types of earthing, but you should understand what is earthing and how it is performed. Now we will move to next topic, that is Coulomb's law. Coulomb gave the law which represent the force between 2 charges. For example, there are 2 charges Q1 and Q2 and they are at a distance of r. Then Coulomb gave the law of the forces between these two charges. So Coulomb's law states that the force between two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by the distance r is given by force is directly proportional to product of their charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. કુલમનો નિયમ શું કહે છે? તો કે બે વિદ્યુત ભારો જે r જેટલા અંતરથી એકબીજાથી જુદા પાડેલા છે તો તે બંનેના ગુણાકારના સમપ્રમાણમાં અને તેમની વચ્ચેના અંતરના વર્ગના વ્યસ્ત પ્રમાણમાં હોય છે. આ કુલમનો નિયમ છે. This is the Coulomb's law. When we remove this proportionality sign, we need to introduce a constant, and that is constant k, that is proportionality constant k, q1 q2 by r square. This k has its own constant value, that is 9 into 10 raised to power 9, and its unit is Newton meter square per Coulomb square. And from this unit we can write its dimensional formula also. Okay, this k can also be written as k equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Here epsilon 0 is the permittivity in vacuum.